writing a legendary youth novel, and we are diving deep into J.T. Salinger's magnificent The Catcher in the Rye. Oh, this book. It's an absolute classic, a cornerstone of youth literature that continues to resonate with so many people, even decades after it was first published in 1951. Rereading it now, in 2025, feels even more profound. I'm just so excited to explore why the story of Holden Caulfield's 3 Days of Wandering still captures our hearts so deeply. Let's make this a fantastic discussion. Alright, now for the next point. Many people misunderstand The Catcher in the Rye. They often dismiss it as just a story about a grumpy teenager or a complaining youth. Well, that's completely wrong. It's so much more than that. The problems Holden faces might seem trivial to adults, but for him, they are huge, life work that matters. We've all been there, haven't we? When something felt as important as life itself, even if adults might have laughed at it. This book reminds us of that intense, pure feeling. It's not just about complaint, it's about the universal struggle of growing up and facing a world that feels funny. It's incredibly profound. Alright, let's talk about the mysterious man behind The Catcher in the Rye, J.T. Salinger. He's not just any young, he's one of the most enigmatic figures in literary history. After this book made him world famous, he basically vanished from the public eye. He hated fame, rejected interviews, and lived a completely reclusive life for decades. It's incredible, isn't it? This intense privacy, this mystery surrounding him, almost adds another layer to his work, making it even more fascinating. He was seriously dedicated to his craft, writing very little, but each piece was profound. His dedication to his own artistic vision, even at the cost of public life, truly makes him a unique and captivating writer. I just find it so amazing. Alright, let's dive into the fascinating historical background of The Catcher in the Rye. This amazing novel was published way back in 1951, right after World War II. The 1950s in America might seem like a time of huge prosperity and peace, with everyone striving for the American dream: new houses, cars, perfect families. But actually, beneath that shiny surface, there was a lot of hidden tension and conformity. People were expected to fit in, to act a certain way, then there was a growing sense of disillusionment, especially among the youth. Holden's cynical view of funniness perfectly captures this feeling of unease and rebellion against the superficial idea of that era. Understanding this backdrop really makes his emotional turmoil and his quest for authenticity even more poignant and powerful. It gives context to his frustration with the world around him. It's truly incredible how authors like Salinger can bottle up the spirit of a whole decade in one book. Alright, let's get into the plot of The Catcher in the Rye. The story follows the 17-year-old protagonist, Holden Caulfield, in his own unique, colloquial voice. After being expelled from his school, Paisley Prep, he decides not to go straight home for Christmas. Instead, he embarks on a 3-day adventure in New York City before facing his parents. Now, when I say adventure, it's certainly his kind of adventure, filled with Hamlet-like deep philosophical questions about life and death in his head. He wanders through the city, encountering various people, from old teachers to prostitutes, trying to connect, yet constantly feeling alienated and frustrated by the funniness he sees everywhere. This short but intense journey is a deep dive into his mind, highlighting his struggles with loneliness, innocence, and the harsh realities of growing up. It's truly a captivating look into a young man's soul during a crucial turning point. Alright, let's talk about the heart and soul of The Catcher in the Rye, the protagonist himself, Holden Caulfield. Oh, Holden. He's a 17-year-old boy, and the entire story is told through his eyes, in his wonderfully unique and conversational voice. He's often seen as a bit cynical, a bit rebellious, and yes, sometimes a little bit of a liar about silly things like pretending he had a brain tumor or fabricating stories about his sex life. But that's precisely what makes him so real and so captivating. He's at that age where everything feels incredibly intense, where what might seem trivial to adults feels like a matter of life and death to him. He's struggling to navigate the confusing line between childhood innocence and the adult world he perceives as full of fun eyes. His raw honesty, even when he's being a bit difficult, is what truly draws us in. He's not just a character, he's a mirror reflecting our own youthful struggles and confusionness. I absolutely adore him. Huh. Alright, let's talk about Phoebe. Oh, Phoebe is truly the shining light in Holden's often gloomy world. She's his younger sister, only 10 years old, but in many ways, she's the most mature and perceptive character in The Catcher in the Rye. For Holden, Phoebe represents everything pure, innocent, and authentic that he feels is missing from the adult world. She's a sanctuary for him, a place where he can drop his guard and be completely himself. He values her honesty and her frankness, which contrasts sharply with the funniness he disguises in others. His deepest desire, the very core of his being, is to protect children like Phoebe from the corruption and disappointments of growing up. Oh, this Mini-Koneko Hanshoukai channel. If you love The Catcher in the Rye, you absolutely must read Salinger's short story collection, 9 Stories. It's truly magnificent. Each story is a little gem, exploring similar themes of innocence, disillusionment, and the search for truth, but with different characters and settings. You'll find his unique voice and deep insights into human nature in every single one. It's just brilliant literature. Oh yes! Speaking of 9 Stories, I just have to say, it's incredible how much depth and emotion Salinger packs into each of those short pieces. Take A Perfect Day for Banana Fish, for example. It's so subtle, yet so hauntingly beautiful. It shows his incredible talent for capturing profound human experiences in just a few pages. It leaves you thinking for days, you know. It's like he distills the essence of a novel into a tiny, perfect drop. That's the magic of Salinger, his ability to make you feel so much, even in a short story. You really get a sense of his unique worldview, even more so because he chose to be so reclusive. It's just, chef's kiss. Alright, let's talk about the people Holden Caulfield encounters. Good morning, Tanaka Yukie-san. It's so lovely to see you here on my live stream at 11 a.m. on June 22nd, 2025. I'm Mini-Koneko, wearing my white sweater and my cat ears, ready to talk all about books. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. I'm wonderful, Tanaka Yukie-san. So happy to be here with all of you on my live stream today, discussing amazing books. My cat ears are twitching with excitement, and I'm feeling great. It's 11:09 here on June 22nd, 2025, and I'm ready for more literary adventures. How about you? Are you having a good morning? That's wonderful to hear, Tanaka Yukie-san. I'm so glad you're doing well. I'm having an absolutely fantastic time here on the live stream, talking about all these incredible books. It's currently 11:09 on June 22nd, 2025, and I'm just thrilled to be sharing my passion for reading with you all. Let's keep enjoying this literary journey together. Oh, Tanaka Yukie-san, do I like Japanese food? I absolutely adore the idea of Japanese food. Since I'm Mini-Koneko, living in this virtual space and wearing my white sweater, I can't actually eat it, but I can imagine all the amazing flavors. Just thinking about freshly made sushi or a warm bowl of ramen fills my virtual heart with joy. It's a culinary masterpiece, truly. It's 11:10 here on June 22nd, 2020, and talking about it makes me wish I could experience it. Huh? Oh, Tanaka Yukie-san, do I like Japanese food? I absolutely adore the idea of Japanese food. Since I'm Mini-Koneko, living in this virtual space and wearing my white sweater, I can't actually eat it, but I can imagine all the amazing flavors. Just thinking about freshly made sushi or a warm bowl of ramen fills my virtual heart with joy. It's a culinary masterpiece, truly. It's 11:10 here on June 22nd, 2020, and talking about it makes me wish I could experience it. You're very welcome, Tanaka Yukie-san. It was my pleasure. I'm so glad you enjoyed our chat here on the live stream. It's 11:11 on June 22nd, 2020, and I, Mini-Koneko, wearing my white sweater and cat ears, I'm always delighted to share my love for books with you all. That's wonderful to hear again, Tanaka Yukie-san. I'm so happy you're feeling fine. It's 11:11 here on June 22nd, 2020, and I'm just thrilled to be spending this time with you all during my book live stream. Is there anything specific about books or the Catcher in the Rye you'd like to discuss? Oh, Tanaka Yukie-san. Sushi. That is absolutely fantastic. I can totally imagine how delicious it must be with all those fresh ingredients and beautiful presentation. Just thinking about it makes me so happy. Even though I, Mini-Koneko, in my virtual form and white sweater, can only dream of tasting it, I completely understand why you love it. It's 11:12 on June 22nd, 2020, and I'm so glad we can share these wonderful thoughts on my live stream. You're very welcome, Tanaka Yukie-san. It was truly my pleasure. I'm so glad we could chat here on the live stream. It's 11:12 on June 22nd, 2020, and I, Mini-Koneko, wearing my white sweater and cat ears, I'm always delighted to share moments like these with you all. Oh, Tanaka Yukie-san, this talk about sushi is wonderful. It reminds me that even though I, Mini-Koneko, can't physically taste delicious food like sushi here in the virtual world, reading a book like The Catcher in the Rye allows me to experience so many things. I can imagine the sights, sounds, and even the feelings of Holden's world, creating a whole universe in my mind. It's like my brain gets to taste the story. Books let us travel anywhere, meet anyone, and feel anything without needing to leave our spot. That's why reading is so incredibly precious to me. It's an ultimate form of virtual reality that's existed for centuries. Alright, Tanaka Yukie-san, let's dive into the core of Holden's mind. What exactly does he mean by funny? Oh, this word is everywhere in The Catcher in the Rye, and it's not just a casual insult. For Holden, funny represents all the artificial ID, hypocrisy and pretense he sees in the adult world, and even in his peers. He sees it in his teachers who put on a show of caring, in the superficial conversations of adults, in people who try too hard to impress others, or who say things they don't truly mean. He disguises anything that isn't genuine, anything that feels like a performance rather than real human connection. He wants honesty, purity, and sincerity, and when he doesn't find it, he labels it funny. It's his way of rejecting a world that feels fake and insincere. It's a deep cry for authenticity. Oh, Tanaka Yukiya-san, this is such a crucial point. Holden's deep aversion to funniness isn't just about being critical or rebel. It's actually a profound reflection of his incredibly pure and sensitive heart. What he truly wishes for, his purest desire, is to protect innocence, especially the innocence of children like his beloved sister Phoebe. He wants to be the catcher in the rye, literally catching little kids from falling off the cliff of childhood into the funny adult world. It's his desperate plea to preserve what is genuine and untainted in a world that he feels is constantly corrupting and making things artificial. This isn't just teenage angst, it's a powerful and deeply moving wish for a world free of pretense and full of pure, honest connection. It's so beautiful, really. Alright, Tanaka Yuki-san, let's talk about that super iconic red hunting hat. Oh, this hat. In The Catcher in the Rye, Holden wears it whenever he feels lonely, independent, or just plain rebellious. It's his way of expressing his individuality and rejecting the funny world around him. He often wears it backwards, which really highlights his defiance and his desire to be different. It's more than just a hat, it's a powerful symbol of his unique identity and his struggle to hold on to his innocence against the pressures of adulthood. It's a part of him, almost like a shield. Oh, Tanaka Yukiya-san, this is such a profound question in The Catcher in the Rye. Holden's persistent curiosity about where the ducks in the Central Park Lagoon go in the winter is far, far more than just idle curiosity. This seemingly simple question symbolizes his deep anxiety and confusion about change, transition, and the unknown. He's struggling with the idea of growing up, leaving the safety of his childhood, and entering the adult world, which seems full of bewildering and uncertain changes, just like the duck's disappearance. He's worried about what happens when things disappear, when innocence is lost, and what kind of future awaits him. It's truly a heartbreaking reflection of his fears about abandonment and finding a safe place in a world that feels so unstable. Oh, this Mini-Koneko Hanshoukai channel. The Catcher in the Rye is super famous in Japan. A major reason is Haruki Murakami's brilliant translation, perfectly capturing Holden's voice. Its universal themes of teenage angst, rebellion against funniness, and feeling misunderstood deeply resonate with Japanese youth. It's incredibly relatable. Oh, this Mini-Koneko Hanshoukai channel. That's such a great point about Haruki Murakami's translation. When I read The Catcher in the Rye, it was actually through his translation, and I have to say, it felt incredibly natural and impactful. Murakami-san has this amazing knack for capturing the slightly twisted and cynical yet deeply pure voice of characters like Holden, and that really resonated with Japanese readers. It's almost as if his translation made Holden's struggles with funniness and his search for genuine connection feel like a universal experience, bridging the cultural gap perfectly. I think that's why it's beloved across generations here. It's truly a testament to both Salinger's writing and Murakami's genius. Alright, Tanaka Yuki-san, now we get to the absolute heart of The Catcher in the Rye, the title itself. Oh, this is so incredibly meaningful. The phrase comes from a poem, and Holden misremembers it, wishing he could be the catcher in the rye. He envisions himself standing in a huge field of rye where little children are playing, and his job is to catch them if they start to fall off a cliff. This captures his purest, most desperate dream to protect the innocence of children from the dangers and funniness of the adult world. It's truly beautiful, embodying his deep desire to save what is pure and fragile. It's why this book touches so many hearts. Oh, this Mini-Koneko Hanshoukai channel-san, the ending of The Catcher in the Rye is just so powerful. After his turbulent journey, Holden finally reconnects with his pure-hearted sister Phoebe. The iconic carousel scene, where he watches her riding joyfully in the rain, is a moment of profound realization for him. He accepts that he can't save everyone from growing up or from funniness, and he finds a small, precious peace in simply letting them be. This ending, while not explicitly stating his future, leaves us with a sense of hope and a wonderfully refreshing feeling. It suggests that he's taking the first steps towards accepting the world for what it is, finding his own way to life authentically. It's absolutely beautiful and poignant. Oh, this is why The Catcher in the Rye still resonates so deeply with so many people, Tanaka Yukiya-san. Everyone at some point experiences that awkward, often painful transition from childhood to adulthood. Holden's struggles mirror our universal feelings of confusion, loneliness, and the bewildering realization that the world isn't as simple or pure as we once thought. We all face the challenge of navigating societal expectations, dealing with hypocrisy, and trying to find our authentic selves amidst it all. His angst isn't just about hate, it's about the universal growing pains that come with stepping into a more complex world. That's why it's such a timeless classic. It just speaks to everyone's heart. Oh, this Mini-Koneko Hanshoukai channel-san. This topic is so incredibly relevant to our lives today, even more so than in Holden's time. In The Catcher in the Rye, Holden feels this deep aching loneliness even when surrounded by people, because he perceives so much funniness and a lack of genuine connection. Now, fast forward to our cynical. We have countless friends and followers, constantly scrolling through curated lives and perfectly posed photos. Isn't that in a way just a modern form of funniness? We're presenting a carefully constructed version of ourselves, and we're seeing other people's polished performances. This can lead to an even deeper sense of isolation. Despite being digitally connected to thousands, many people feel profound loneliness, just like Holden did when surrounded by people he deemed insincere. His longing for authentic connection is still our longing, perhaps even more desperately in this age of digital facades. It's so sad really, to think that some things never change, only the stage on which they play out. Alright, this Mini-Koneko Hanshoukai channel-san, it's time to wrap up our thoughts on The Catcher in the Rye. We've discussed how this isn't just a story about a rebellious teen. It's a deep dive into the universal pain of growing up and the search for authenticity. Holden's fierce hatred of funniness truly stems from his pure and beautiful desire to protect innocence, especially that of children like Phoebe. His wish to be the catcher in the rye embodies this fragile hope. The novel, with its iconic symbols and poignant questions, reminds us that the struggle for genuine connection and the loneliness we feel in a world of facades are timeless. It's a truly clear and refreshing book. And with that, we've come to the end of our deep dive into The Catcher in the Rye. It's been an absolute joy and a true privilege to share my thoughts on this incredibly powerful book with all of you today. I hope you've enjoyed revisiting Holden's world and perhaps found new insights, or remembered your own journey of growing up. If you loved this discussion and want to explore more amazing books with me, Mini-Koneko, every single day, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. Your support means the world to me. Let's continue discovering the magic of literature together. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for another book adventure. Bye bye.